I feel like being a bit more ambitious. It's super chaotic. My day has been fine. My shift debatable. I was just like, nah, fuck this. Writing hasn't really been my focus. Right on track. I'm at a really good point. Good evening everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Chloe and welcome to week 3 of Camp NaNoWriMo. It's actually Saturday evening, it's 10 to 11 at night obviously, and it feels like I haven't done any proper writing work in a few days, even though literally in my week 2 vlog I literally did like half an hour yesterday, bearing in mind I was exhausted and it was kind of on autopilot at that point because I was so tired, so it didn't feel like it actually counted. I guess it just feels a bit like I'm not fully focused on writing. It's probably because I do have a lot of video editing that I should be doing, but it's so much editing that I couldn't possibly get it all done in a day. And I've already done like 60 minutes of editing today. I'm kind of in that mindset that I'm done with editing for today, but the actual video edit isn't done. So the video isn't going to be going up tomorrow, probably not even Monday. I'm hoping Tuesday. My video schedule is a little bit out of whack at the moment because of that 2-parter video I did, but I am hoping that I will get back on schedule soon. As for right now though, I haven't actually checked my NaNoWriMo stats recently, so I should probably do that. How are we halfway through Camp NaNoWriMo already? Right, let's check my project stats then. Ooh, that's getting a bit close, isn't it? So at the moment, this is what this is currently looking like. Oh, actually, I haven't put in some data. You know, the stuff I did yesterday. I haven't put that in, so maybe I should put that in. That makes it slightly better. Add new update, 30 minutes, not words. I felt was brainstorming, and this was yesterday, and save progress. So there we go. About 465 minutes out of 770 for the month. That's 60%. So I'm still ahead. And then here is my daily word count graph. I've already had 1, 2, 3 days off. That seems about right. I am actually about to get some writing work done. My head feels actually kind of weird. Not sure what that's about. Maybe I just need to, I do actually need to take Bicidol, like an antacid. How do you pronounce that word, antacid? Just need some acid indigestion tablets at the moment because I'm at the point of my menstrual cycle where it's getting closer to my period and my stomach tends to act up the closer I get to my period, so I need to take that. What am I working on today that might be helpful? I need to carry on with Ottavio's career summary. I started on that yesterday actually. That will be in week 2's vlog. Not that I really talked about it, I just did it. Then I also need to work on Effie's career and how she gets into music and playing guitar and how she discovers that she's bisexual. I feel like I want to change Ottavio's career because at the moment my notes are that it's either toxicology or epidemiology, and it just feels like a bit much because her brothers, so Raffaello is a builder, I know that much. Renato is a psychologist, Luciano is a personal trainer, and then at the moment, obviously, for Ottavio, I've got toxicologist slash epidemiologist, and there's already technically a doctor within that mix, you know, the psychologist. So I do kind of want to change Ottavio's job role. Actually, I'm gonna go grab something that might help. It's this book. It is The Occupation Thesaurus by Angela Ackerman and Becca Puglisi. I do actually really like their A Writer's Guide series. I don't have all of the books, there's a couple I'm missing. This one I feel like I've gotten the most use out of recently. I think the one I don't have is The Urban Setting Thesaurus, and then Emotion Amplifiers, and possibly another one, Character Expression, possibly. And I am going to get some writing work done now, have a flick through this, see what I can come up with, and obviously also need to take my Bicidol. Evening everyone, so it is now Sunday evening. It's actually about 11 o'clock as you can see, and I am just sitting down to get some writing done. I've had a bit of, what kind of day would I call today? A lazy day, really. I slept in. I woke up at 12 p.m. I had alarms set to wake up earlier, but I just didn't. Went back to sleep and woke up at 12 p.m. with my mum letting the cat into my room. Been awake for less than 12 hours. No wonder why I don't go to sleep early at night. I do really want to get better with that in terms of my routine, and especially with writing earlier in the day. I know I've talked about it before, about making it more of a priority. To be honest, this week just really feels like it hasn't been. I've just had things going on, family things, just because my sister's been home for half term this week as well. I've just been spending more time with my sister and my family in general. That's probably why I haven't done as much writing as I usually would. Just been spending some time with my family. But now I do actually need to get some writing work done, because I know if I don't much I will fall behind with Camp NaNoWriMo. I just feel like I haven't really been focused on writing that much this week. Let's see, I'm actually doing pretty well actually. I want to go to my NaNoWriMo stats and I will also show you my graph, what it's looking like, because obviously my progress has slowed down, but I am getting pretty close to my goal of 770 minutes rather. You know, I've really not got that far to go, and I think I am gonna end up changing it to like 880 minutes, just because I feel like it's a bit more ambitious. I feel like being a bit more ambitious with this. I feel like I can do it, and this is what my graph currently looks like. I am currently at 510 minutes. As you can see here, 66% of the way through this. Bearing in mind, we are halfway through Camp NaNoWriMo now. We're on the last half because it's the 16th. And I think yesterday, I'm not sure if I said I did 45 minutes. So I think I need to change my goal on this quickly. I'm not sure how to do that actually. Let's go to projects and then, oh, this little thing here. I don't know how to change it. Can you change it? I'm hoping so. Ah, here we go. I'm actually going to change it. Might as well just change it right now, 880. And I'm going to save the goal. And then I'm actually going to go into it. And you can actually see, even with 880 minutes, I am still kind of ahead. But it's just a little bit more, there's like less of a difference. Obviously, my progress is closer to the line than I'd like. Like I said, I'm trying to be a bit more ambitious and trying to make a few changes. So now I need to open up Scrivener, and oh yeah, I have also now edited a bit more of this video. Still not done. I am hoping that tomorrow will be like the last editing day and it'll go up. It'll probably end up going up either Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I've got to scramble to get week 2 edited. I'm not doing too well on the editing front in terms of my schedule. Good afternoon. So it is now Monday the 17th, day 17, and it's currently about 1:30. I already feel really good today. Don't know if you can tell, probably can, but I don't really know why I decided to pick up the camera, because it's not like I'm going to be doing any writing until this evening. I'm just already having like a really good day. I've been up since 10, no not 10, like 10:30, and I've already gotten like my chores done for the day, like things I just needed to do like around the house. So I should probably actually put that into my ta-da tracker, which I am about to do, and then I am actually about to get some editing done. I am just going to knock out what I can, because I have a lot left of this video to edit and I really want it to go up by the latest Wednesday. Otherwise I really want it to go up tomorrow. So damn, why did I record today? Because literally I think it's just because like I'm feeling good, and when I'm feeling good I tend to just pick up the camera, because I just realised that today I decided to like dedicate the whole day to editing. So I'm actually going to get as much of that done as possible, because if I open up my document, I'm at this point of it. I'm like kind of halfway through. Today's task is to knock this edit out as much as possible so that I can get some writing done tomorrow. Like I don't want to be worrying about this too much tomorrow, even if it's just like a quick, like the audio edit or like the last bit of it, like exporting, uploading tomorrow. I basically just wanna get this over and done with.
care a little bit, not much. So now I'm gonna make a fuss. Do you see me now? Oh, do you see me now? Do you see me now? Oh, do you see me now? Let me explain. I'm done with this, you will always be the same. Your apologize came a little too late. I'm leaving this behind cause I wanna stay the same. After all that we've been through, I always knew I'd be the one to care a little bit, way too much. So now I'm gonna make a fuss. It has always been about you, never been a table set for two. You never care a little bit, not much. So now I'm gonna make a fuss. Do you see me now? Oh, do you see me now? Do you see me now?
That is what happens when you eat too many carbs. Oh dear. Good evening, everyone. So it is now the 19th. It's Wednesday. I feel like this vlog has been super chaotic, but in all honesty, that's just because I am too. I am also very chaotic. In this past week, and like, I don't know how to word it, but basically, I'm just like, I'm on my period, so hormones. I've just been a bit scatterbrained recently. Also, writing really has not been a focus for me this week, mainly because of that big video edit. I'm still behind on schedule because I've only edited like the tiniest little bit of the week 2 vlog, so very chaotic. I think at the end of April, beginning of May, I'll probably just spend a bunch of time editing at the end of April anyway, so writing really hasn't been much of a focus. I do really want it to be. Obviously it was for the first week of Camp NaNoWriMo, but now it's just kind of the last thing on my mind, my last priority, because I've been wanting to try and get these vlogs out somewhat quickly, and by the time all of them go up it will be well into May, because I fell behind on my schedule because of that fucking 2-parter. But now it is currently about 11:10. I did actually do some writing last night. I didn't do much, I literally did half an hour. You would have seen it. I did get some b-roll footage. Literally, I'm just so tired. I've had a bit of a weird day, or shift at work rather. My day has been fine. My shift at work, debatable. The majority of it was okay. I just had a little, like, you know, hormonal I had a breakdown. Basically, it hasn't happened at work for a long time, so it was kind of overdue. I got stressed about a partial rebuild, trying to put in a shelf, trying to move a shelf, and I just couldn't. I was just like, nah, fuck this. There were customers literally looking at me like, what the fuck is she doing? And I'm just like, oh yes, you staring at me is very helpful. I'm rambling about work. It's not what I wanted, what I had intended to do. One day, I am going to write a book about, not a non-fiction book working in retail, but a fictional drama about retail. I think it's time to get some writing in. And what is it that I was working on last night? I've already done more writing sessions this month than I did last month. Thank you, Camp NaNoWriMo. Started working more on Effie's career, how she gets into guitar. Also started figuring out how she figures out she's bi. Effie is bisexual, by the way. I actually feel like I relate the most to Effie, but then also I don't, because there are things about her that I don't relate to, so I need to work on that, and her first relationship as well.
outside my window. Is everything pale and cold? Can't seem to pick up my phone. It's been ringing all day long. Behind these clouds, I know the sun will be, but today's raining, so be patient with me. I'll be right. Somehow I must be somewhere the sky is blue. I'm too tired to sleep, too tired to do anything else than doing nothing. I'm too tired to rest, too tired, I'm blue. Can't do nothing else than doing nothing.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is now Saturday and it's currently about 20 to 3, Saturday the 22nd, and I am surrounded by mess. A lot of mess, because my boyfriend has been here for the past few days, since Thursday evening, and he has now gone back home. He's actually gone back to work, and he's left his mess here, which I now need to clean up, tidy up rather. What is that noise? Is that next door or is it my dad? I think it's my dad. So I need to tidy up all of this mess. I have got just so much to do today. I need to edit a video. I really desperately need to get some writing work done. I also need to plan out my week. I also need to obviously tidy up. I've got a lot to do today. But this week, this is meant to be like, yesterday was meant to be the end of week 3. Yeah, because it is the 22nd today, so yesterday was the 21st, like the last day of week 3. This week has been an odd one because writing hasn't really been my focus. I know that I am now definitely behind with my NaNoWriMo goal because obviously since my boyfriend's been here I've not done anything really. I've done like a little bit of editing and that is it, which is why I've got so much to do now, and I'm absolutely dreading checking how behind I am, but I know I've got to do it at some point today to see what I've got to do in week 4, because I think I am going to vlog a little bit of today for this vlog, but then I think this evening though I will definitely be starting the week 4 vlog. I'll definitely have to check my stats before I end this vlog. But as for right now, it's also a really nice sunny day today. I'm just feeling a little bit paralysed because of the amount of stuff I've got to get done. Like I need to take my bin out, also put some recycling in my recycling bin. There's a little bit left in here that my boyfriend drank. I thought my boyfriend had drank it all because I don't like this. It's horrible. Not my thing. Definitely not. Literally my drawers are overflowing again. I'm not gonna sort them out. Oh, your love to someone else. I will even show you the mess I have got to tidy up. There's this. I need to make my bed, obviously. This. All of this. Yay. So much to do. I also need to have my lunch soon. And now this is actually slightly better. I can actually walk around my room now. I've just basically dumped all the rubbish on my bed to sort out later. It's not all rubbish. I really need to go get lunch, so I'll have to sort some of this out a bit later. We need some light. Now comes the squish. Just got water everywhere. Was not my intention. Oh, I got a speck on my glasses. Brilliant. I only cleaned these earlier. So it is now a lot later. It's like 5 to 8. As you can see, since I last vlogged, I've actually had lunch. I've been out with my mum driving. Well, I say driving. We literally went to a couple of shops because my mum needed some things and she asked me if I wanted to go with and I said yeah. And like for the past hour and a half, I'd say it feels like now. I have just been getting some video editing done and I'm feeling pretty good with my progress on that, but obviously it's definitely not going up tomorrow. I'm thinking it might either go up either Monday or Tuesday. I'm still behind on my YouTube schedule and I don't know if I'll ever be able to catch up. I have actually had a look at my NaNoWriMo stats, and actually they are really not that bad. They're not as bad as I thought they were going to be. In fact, I think I'm probably right on track, and I can even show you. Oh, maybe first I'll show you my video progress. And so before, like, this hour and a half, I was like, I think I was around these two. I think I was like around, it was around here I was, and I've managed to get that much done. From that point there to that point there. So I've managed to get a good chunk of editing done. But now, NaNoWriMo stats. This is what my graph is looking like. So I'm going to hover over what today's goal is meant to be for me, which is 645. And I am actually currently at 605 minutes. So if I was to get 40 minutes done today, which I think is going to be my aim, I would be literally right on track. And then this here, I'm on 68. Pretty much almost 69%. But however, it does say, because of like these 0-minute days, my off days, because obviously I haven't been doing any, and I've actually calculated, wait, no, I was saying, because of these days that I had off, it is now saying that I'll finish on May the 2nd, and I've also calculated that so far, excluding today, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days off, which is actually right on my plan, basically, in terms of like days off, you know, with the ratio to my weeks, because it's been 3 weeks, or at the end, so that is 6 days off. 2 days off a week was my goal, to like not overdo it. So I feel like this week has just been a bit more of a challenge, and obviously I've had my boyfriend around this week as well, which means I take more time off. To be honest, I thought I had fallen behind a lot more. Like, I thought it would be impossible to catch up, but it looks as if it's not going to be impossible, because I'm technically still right on track, and that is only because I really pushed myself during that first week, which if I hadn't have done that, you know, and had changed my goal to 880, I definitely wouldn't be on track right now. I even thought that I would have to like change my goal back down to 770 before I looked at my nano stats, and then I looked at them and was like, oh, I actually don't need to change anything. I just need to keep doing what I'm doing my 5 days a week, doing that. I think it's 40 minutes when you divide 880. Let's see. So 880 divided by 30 is about 29 minutes. Oh, actually no, you've got to divide it by 22, haven't you? 880 divided by 22 equals 40. My goal is to do 40 minutes 5 days a week now, because 770 would be my 35 minutes, but I have upped that. I have upped that goal, so it's now 40 minutes a day instead of 35, because I'm only doing 22 days technically instead of the 30. I wouldn't actually say that I've fallen behind. I'm at a really good point actually. I am going to be getting some done tonight, but obviously week 3 is now over, so that means it's the end of this vlog. It's been quite a nice week actually. I know I haven't shown much of it, but it's actually been a really good week for me. I'm actually going to leave this vlog here. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe down below and ding the bell to be notified for every single time I upload, because like I said, my upload schedule is a little bit out of whack at the moment. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.